What's going on, VV gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. It's your man, Dr. Strange, and it looks like we are back in action. So you know I'm asking, are we stacking or slacking on? Looks like we're getting Valkylrie #1 Jane Foster, man. So you know how we do it. We got to deep dive in, check out all the covers, get the drop details, figure out we're going to stack a slack on it. Of course, we got to figure out who the Veve supported winner from the last video is going to be. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, of course, share with your friends and family. And if you're new to Veve, be sure to scan the QR code in the beginning or the ending of the video, or click the link in the description, create your account, and you're going to get 10 gems free on Veve, man, just for clicking that link and creating your account. So be sure to do that. But let us take a look at what we got on the menu, man. Looks like Valkylrie Jane Foster #1 is coming to Veve. So yeah, man, we got to get into it. Let's do it. So here we are on Veve.me, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get into Valkylrie Jane Foster #1. I'm going to definitely deep dive into those covers, see what is going on. But let's get some drop details, man. So this is dropping in 3 days and 17 hours from the time of this recording. Let's get a little background info here. First appearance of Jane Foster as Valkylrie. Jane Foster stars in an all-new ongoing series. A new hero emerges straight from the pages of the War of the Realms. For years, you knew her as Dr. Jane Foster, one of Thor's most steadfast companions. Then you knew her as Thor, the goddess of thunder, who took up the mantle when no other hero, god or human, was worthy. Now, Jane takes on a new role as Valkylrie, guide and ferry woman to the dead. But her days of punching are far from over. War of the Realms master architect Jason Aaron and superstar Al Ewing did the Immortal Hulk, joins forces with rising star artist Cashapp for the book that'll have everyone talking. So we got a little description there, and of course we got 5 cover variants from common to secret rare. Let's check out some more drop details. So that's going to break down to 1,200 commons, 780 uncommons, 600 rares, 300 ultra rares, 120 secret rares. So that's 3,000 total editions. Veve is going to be withholding 261 editions. So that means number 262 is the first available edition for public sale. So another mint number you might want to look out for is 2019. I believe that's the year that this book dropped. And of course, our current year, 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. By the way, so let's get some more details here. So again, January 8th is the drop date. So that's 1/8. Because you got 1826 as the Veve drop date, right? So that's another mint number. Writers Jason Aaron, Al Ewing, artist Cashapp, Loud, cover artist Mahmoud Asrar, Terry Dodson, Russell Dodderman, Megan Hetrick. So yeah, the Terry Dodson, I believe, is, I think the Terry Dodson, Dodderman, and Hetrick are all the variant covers associated with this book. We're going to deep dive in a minute. We're going to get there. So let's check out our characters. Redline, Gold Rush, Fast Five, Blue Street, Valkylrie, Silver Ghost, Green Light. Sounds like a bunch of movies. These are a bunch of characters I definitely never heard of, man. But that just intrigues me more, man. It makes me actually want to like open the book and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? See what these characters look like, man. So we got a list price of $6.99 and we're getting 26 pages. So it's going to be a nice short read. And of course, this is going to burn in 30 days. So February 8th, 2026, 2:59 a.m. on the dot. The remaining supply are going to be burned. So we always got to keep that in mind when it comes to stacking and slacking on these books, man, you know. So let's get into the covers a little bit, man. Let's start it off with the common. See what's going on over here. Right. This is Jason Aaron, Al Ewing. Okay, so this is done by Cafu. I also see Jesus Arbutov. I don't know. So yeah, there you got that. This cover is fire. Definitely loving the purple and white, like bluish colors on the outside. Makes the Valkylrie and all that yellow pop. So yeah, I'm a fan of this cover. It feels like iconic, man. It feels like a great, like, coming out party type of cover, yo. I'm digging that. Really like the common. So let's check out the uncommon. I think we know what to expect. It's gonna be our common with a lack of color saturation, except for our main character, which is Valkylrie. And as you can see, that's what we got. You know, so even the letters are grayed out, and I think it just makes her pop even more. Would have been even better if marble would have bent a little bit and even grayed out the marble, right? But it's all good. It's all good, man. Yeah, I like this. I mean, this is just such a dope cover. I mean, it's not gonna matter whether it's, you know, full saturation. This is just well made, man. Shout out Al Ewing and Mr. Aaron, man. They definitely killed it. Now, let's get on to our rare, which should be a real life variant. It is. Okay, you can see down there in the bottom left, variant edition. And I like this, man. You know, I really feel like with this book in particular, the variants, as we're going to see, the variants, they complement each other. You know, a lot of continuity between the character. Of course, little variations and stuff in the artwork and in her armor or the wings, stuff like that. But yeah, definitely on point. We got the Terry Dodson. Ooh, let me find out Rochelle Rosenberg is involved with this cover, and we didn't get any recognition for her. Yeah, see her penmanship down there. So shout out Rochelle Rosenberg, man. She's master at what she does. I love it. I love it. I really like this cover. This is a dope rare, man. So now I'm wondering, is our ultra rare gonna just be the rare but with more color? Nah, right? Because the rare would usually be like sketchy or black and white, right? So we're probably getting a totally different ultra rare. Let's check it out. Yeah, this is fire. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love the orange. That is sick. Yeah, this is just dope, man. Very simple, but just dope. Love it. Eyes. Yeah, this is fire. So there's our penmanship right there. As you can see, bottom left, this is also a variant. So yeah, we gotta definitely head on over to Key Collector, see where these fall as far as like real life price wise. You know, which one of these covers are people looking for or seeking after more than the others. I gotta really see what's going on here, because I'm kind of torn. You know, collecting wise, I'm digging all of these so far, and I think it's just, you know, they really hit it on the head with the artists they chose for this. They all have kind of like a similar vibe, so it makes all the covers like just feel like her doing different things and not like drastically different from each other. But let's see what we're getting for the secret rare. Whoa, this is fire. Definitely digging the color work going on over here. Kind of gives me some Alex Ross vibes, you know, like paint type of vibes. Wow. Yeah. I'm all for it. Wow. This is amazing work right here. Whew. So yeah, man, there you have it. There's our 5 covers. Be sure to let me know down below which one of these 5 cover rarities is your favorite, so I can enter you into the next Veve supported giveaway. Shout out Veve Official. And matter of fact, I think we're gonna pick the winner from the last episode right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on my last video for Secret Empire number 7. And we are going to copy our link right there and head on over to the YouTube comment picker and see who's going to win the Veve supported giveaway. Let's get it. Okay, guys, we are here on my personal favorite YouTube random comment picker. Going to paste the link right there and hit fetch, and thing glows. And let's see who the winner is, man. We got 18 comments. Let's get it. And the winner is, it's my homegirl Sinclair Reed. She said, Happy New Year. Hope this is a great year for you. Rooting for you, Doctor. Yo, I appreciate you, Sinclair. However, Sinclair, you did not let me know what your favorite cover was, so I'm gonna have to respin. I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely let me know on this video, Sinclair, if you watch this one, what is your favorite of the 5 covers? I don't think Sinclair is even on the Veve app, man. You know, this is just a, cool individual, another one of my fellow mods. Shout out to the check-in report. A couple of us mods over there helping that channel out, and that's one of the mods from over there. Dear friend and Dokta supporter, supports the music, supports the movement. Shout out to her, man. But I gotta get her on Veve, man. I know she ain't even on Veve, so yeah, we gotta get that popping. But guys, 17. You got 1 out of 17 chances now. Let's see who it is. Hopefully it doesn't pick me. Oh, okay. New person. I don't think this person has ever won before. I think they are new to the channel. By the way, shout out to all the new subscribers. I think it's a whole 5 or 7 or 10 of y'all, and I appreciate each one of you guys subscribing to the channel. And yeah, be sure to enter these Veve supported giveaways. Get active, in the comment section, man. So shout out Saloni /_econ. Said comment gang. Hashtag common being uncommon. No doubt. So yeah, man, he's definitely was going for it. The comment on the Secret Empire number 7, and yeah, Solani's the winner. So be sure to drop either me or my collectibles a DM on Twitter X and let us know your Veve username, and yeah, man, they'll get you a comic or collectible in your account airdropped, hopefully by next week. It's usually what they do, man. So shout outs to you. Now let's get back into Valkylrie, Jane Foster number 1. I gotta get some more information. Now let's see what's going on with these covers in depth a little bit more. So I'm gonna go over to Key Collector and see what we find. Let's head on over there real quick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on keycollectorcomics.com. We can see right here, Valkylrie, Jane Foster number 1 did drop in 2019. In all of its glorious variants. Looks like there are 6 issues found. I think this book got a little popular to the point where it did have a second print run. So we'll get to check out that artwork and cover as well. But as you can see here, this is a non-key. You can see right here on the right side. So this is a non-key. But I think that disposition and designation could change in time. Depending on what happens MCU-wise. I think that from what I've seen of the trailer for Avengers Doomsday, it looks like they're going down a pathway, I think, of where Thor gets killed because he loses his worthiness. And I think, Jane as Thor, I'm not 100% sure, but I think around this time period, she becomes Valkylrie. Now, how they replace the current girl they have playing Valkylrie. I don't know, but of course we got a lot of multiversal possibilities and ways to make it happen. But yeah, I think Thor might be out of here, man. They might look at it, all of this as an opportunity to kill off some of the older legacy actors and versions of the characters. And they did foreshadow that whole thing happening in Deadpool, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's just where they're gonna go, and maybe out of that, we get, Jane Foster as the new Valkyrie, and got the Thor hammer and all of it, and she's all of that rolled into one person, I guess. But in any event, this looks like our ultra rare right here, and you can see this is a variant cover art by Russell Dowderman. This is a 1 in 25 variant, so one of the covers on the more scarcer side. You can see it had a low of $1, mid of $5, and a high of $15. So let's see what else we got here. This looks like this is our rare. Yep, 1 out of 50 variant. That makes sense. And it had a high of 10, and this is the Terry Dodson variant. See what else we got. Now we have a 1 in 100 variant here. This is by Will Slinney. It's considered the Hidden Gem edition. This had a high of 20. And I don't know why we didn't get this one, other than it being called the Hidden Gem edition. So maybe it's like just super exclusive, one of those variants they just will not let exist outside of what it was. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that, guys. So fortunately, we won't get the Will Slinney version or variant, but we got some bangers. All right, so this is our second print run cover right here with a high of 4. Don't even know who the artist is on that one. Now, here comes our secret rare. This is the variant by Megan Hetrick. And you can see it only has a high of 3, which is interesting. Very interesting. This looks like our common cover, Walmart cover, and it had a high of 4, which is even more than our secret rare. So very interesting. Scarcity in regards to real life looks like it goes to our rare and ultra rare, which is interesting that the secret rare we have isn't, it's printed like crazy, and I don't think that it's, possibly as sought after as the rare and ultra rare. And obviously price value wise, people are putting more respect on the ultra rare, the 1 out of 25, and that could just be because it is more scarce, right? So for us, it's more scarce than the rare, but not as scarce as the secret rare. But the secret rare is not as sought after in the real world. So I don't know. I got a lot of ways I gotta process this drop of what we're getting here. So we'll definitely dig into that in a second. But for now, let's hop on over to eBay and see what these covers are going for slabbed up in the CGC slab, and figure out if we're gonna stack a slack on Valkylrie Jane Foster number 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on eBay checking out Valkylrie number 1, and I can see right here our common cover in a 9.8, but this is signed. Not sure by who, doesn't say in the title. Could be by the girl who played Jane Foster, not sure, but they only want $84, and this is a new low price, so I'm guessing they may go for more than this. Let's see though. Let's see. Okay, we got another one that's in number 3. This is another number 1 right here in 9.8. They only want $40. So that's interesting. Now, here's our ultra rare right here, the Dodderman variant in a 9.8, and they're looking for $120. All right, this is the Will Slinney variant. They want $100. This is the second print. Second print cover, the Asrar cover, and they only want $19. That's less than the cost of grading. So that might be, okay, well, let's say 8.5 also, but man, that's kind of crazy. All right, here's our 1 in 25 Dowderman variant, our ultra rare, and they want $130. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what else we got. The Will Slinney for $100 again. Another one for $100. Let's store 12. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone wants 182 for our ultra rare and a 9.8. And here is our secret rare and a 9.8. Man, they only want $25. That's, again, cost of grading. Interesting. This variant is signed by Natalie Portman, Long Island's own. And this is a 9.8, just a common. They want $1,500 for the Natalie Portman signature. I'm hoping she comes to New York Comic Con one of these years. I'll probably try and grab something up and get it signed by her. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Natalie. Let's see what else we got. All right, and a couple of these other ones are just on auction, and we got a 9.6 for 44. That's our secret rare. So I think we got a fair assessment of what's going on when it comes to the real life value of Valkylrie number 1. So the question is, am I stacking or slacking on Valkylrie Jane Foster number 1? Well, my friends, that is a very good question. Very good, very good. Of course, love the list price $6.99. That's great. But we got to figure out like what we're doing, right? What are we doing with our gems? What's going on? How do we play this, right? So I don't know, man. I feel like, you know, this comic right now is not on fire in the real world, but it has a lot of potential upside, especially with the way that it looks like in the MCU, the direction they're going with Thor and all of these Asgardian characters. And I don't see any reason why they would not want to continue to cast Natalie Portman. So, tons of upside from a real world perspective. I like that. Now, when it comes to these covers, man, that rare, the ultra rare, secret rare, all bangers. Common is a banger, but I think the one that is my favorite is gonna be the ultra rare, and that's what I'm gonna gun for. Now, question is, do I want to pursue it on the drop? I think I do. I think I do want to go for this drop, man. I like a lot of these covers to where if I hit any of them, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Of course, you got the element of, oh, snap, I just paid, 7 gems, and right after the drop, I could have got this common or this uncommon or even this rare for under 7 gems, right? Possibly for a rare. But, so you got that element of it, right? But if you're sitting on gems, you don't really care too much, I guess, right? You're pulling a lever, trying to see what you can get, right? So that's what it is. But I feel like this book in general is one that I'm definitely going to have in the collection. There's no question about that. It's just what happens when, I have a decent amount of gems and it's in the secondary going for cheap. Then what do you do? Well, I feel like for me, I'm going to grab a couple of ultra rares, and I don't know if a couple is gonna constitute as a stack, right, necessarily, but I feel like that ultra rare, man, is one of those covers where, yeah, if anyone comes on this app looking to stack any of these covers, or if this whole Jane Foster thing goes crazy and Valkylrie becomes a movie and a whole real thing, then yeah, they're coming for this book. I would assume they're going to be gunning for this book. And if they're gunning for this book, then they're going to want to mirror what's the most sought after one in real life. And that looks like it's the ultra rare. So I want to kind of be prepared for that, especially since it is one of my personal favorite covers out of all of these, regardless of value. So I think that's just how I'm going to play the drop, man. Am I stacking or slacking on it? I mean, technically, I'm slacking, man. Technically, I'm slacking, but then, like, when you look at my collection for the book, I might have like a good 3 or 4 commons and like 2 or 3 ultra rares. You know what I'm saying? Now, is that a stack? I don't know. You let me know. Is 7 copies, but it's broken down into like 4 commons and 3 ultra rares? Is that still stacking? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I say it's a little borderline. This is one of the first videos where I feel like it's really 50-50 on whether I could clearly say I'm stacking on it. I feel like I'm stacking on it, but I don't want to say I'm stacking on it, man, because it's it's not that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go crazy. But when I look at just the whole thing, Valkylrie, Jane Foster, it's Natalie Portman. Like, I don't know. I could see Marvel really, like, possibly doing it, man. And if they do it, I don't know. I think this could be the one people are gonna gun for. How's that translate onto the VV app? I have no idea. But another reason why I want to make sure I have my affairs in order in terms of after the drop, how many I do want to have in the stash. There's also the element of the fact that, yeah, there's 3,000, right? There's 3,000. But guess what? If nobody goes for this drop like that, nobody cares, in 30 days, the remaining supply will be burnt, and we could end up with one of the most scarce, possibly important books of the future on this app. You know what I mean? We could end up with 20 secret rares and a couple of hundred commons. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even know. So I refuse to totally ignore this book. And those factors make me kind of like want to prepare and be prepared for possible future and the possible upside for this book. So, you know, post drop, if this lands in the market for 2 to 3 gems, like everybody seems to do, because they kind of forget about the burn element, yeah, I'm gonna swoop in, man. I'm gonna swoop in and make my move. And I'm hoping that the ultra rare, you know, is kind of tame, laying in the dirt around 15 to 20 gems. And I'll try and grab what I can, man. Secret rare is really nice too as well. You know what I'm saying? Display wise, I really like that one on some like VV-verse display and stuff. So if I could scoop that for the low, I might do that too. But I think that this might be a significant book, you know, in hindsight. Just takes time, right? It's just like a lot of stuff, man. Look at Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, if you'd have asked somebody when that book was out if it's ever going to be relevant, they'd probably be like, hell no. So I think Jane Foster's Valkylrie has way more of a chance of getting greenlit than anybody would have ever thought Doctor Strange or even Guardian of the Galaxy ever would have, based on the character. So yeah, she has a lot of potential. This book has a lot of potential. But let me know down below what you gonna do. Are you stacking or slacking on Valkylrie #1? And either way, let me know which one of these 5 cover rarities is your favorite so I can enter you into the next Veve supported giveaway, man. Shout out Veve Official. Shout out to you. And yo, your man Dr. Strange. All Things Strange is out.